Something big is coming to the Pokemon anime. So as I'm sure you're all aware, Pokemon Day ended up revealing a new trailer stating that new information about the series will be revealed on the 14th of March. This segment showed a character mega evolving a Shiny Lucario, indicating that Mega Evolution will be returning. Today, the official AniPoke PR Twitter account began a countdown to this series. Be sure to stay tuned as there's going to be something huge coming for the future of the Pokemon anime, but I'll elaborate on that in just a second. The episode opens up with us seeing the big bad boss Gibeon locating Rakurium, and his Zygarde ends up reuniting with its cells to transform into its 50% form. It seems that Gibeon is on some sort of life support, hence this tube that has been located on the back of his suit. Our anti-hero Emifio returns, and this is where we start to see a family reunion not go the way it should. Emifio tries his best to knock some sense into his grandfather, but the lunatic is just too far deep in his lost ways and he's trying to seek immortality. I'm so glad that we got to see Zerk and Konya return to support Emifio in this moment. They're truly his best friends. After summoning the 6 heroes to assist in destroying some Rakurium, we finally get to see the ancient adventurer alive in the flesh. After 100 years, Lucius was set free from the Rakurium and has finally returned. I absolutely love the reunion he had with Pakugo, and it was incredible to see Liko's reaction to meeting her great-great-grandfather. What's even more amazing is the fact that Pakugo was able to give Lucius an understanding and insight to Liko and her friend's adventure. By using its terror powers, Lucius was able to see everything that had been going on up to this point. How insane is that? He also sent a message to Rayquaza warning it of the dangers and to find a trainer who was worthy of fulfilling the role of inheriting and looking after the 6 heroes and Pakugo. This little turtle was a real G. The interaction between Lucius and Gibeon too was quite deep. Gibeon went on to talk about how his life was because of Rakurium. He believed in the possibility of Rakurium even if Lucius and Lystal betrayed him. He stated how he lived for 100 years with no intention of going against his friends, as he truly appreciated the times they shared together. Lucius felt guilty about not talking more about this, and Gibeon ended up retaliating, saying it's too late for apologies, asking Zygarde to lend him strength even if the Pokemon thinks differently. This is actually mad. Even the protector of the ecosystem, Zygarde, fully respected its trainer and decided to become the villain as well. Zygarde also had its cells in Rakurium for 100 years, allowing it to monitor how it affects the ecosystem. They learned that Rakurium is a great danger to the world and Pokemon, something that can cause great devastation. Fam, this plot is mad, are you crazy? Spinel the Pagan returns, and it looks like his Magneton has now finally evolved into a Magnezone. He then continues to support Gibeon in his dream, even though Emifio's tried to warn him on the incoming betrayal. Lucius then tried to tell Gibeon that Rakurium can destroy the world, and after everything, it has to be stopped, but this waste man isn't listening, and then he proceeded to go full Mad Max, commanding his Zygarde to mash work against the Rising Volt Tacklers. Emifio finally joined sides with the Rising Volt Tacklers, and then we see all of them terrestrialize their Pokemon, and man, what a moment it was. The fact that he was asking them to join him and help this situation just says a lot. Broski, I'm telling you, next week is going to be a huge episode for this series. The gang are finally going to clash with Zygarde in battle, and even the 6 heroes and fellow allies will also help. Liko, Roy, Dot, and Emifio will rock a team of quads and truly drop into the war zone. This episode really set the bar high for how hyped outcomes could be shown at the highest narrative level, and man, I can't wait to see how it goes down next week. As always, when subs are revealed, I'll post my full review on Twitter, so if you haven't followed me on there already, then you already know what to do. Let's now chat about next week's episode. Episode 88 is titled The White Zygarde Causes Shockwaves. The summary states the following. With the Rakurium Crystal before them, Liko and the others square off against Gibeon. Liko, Roy, Dot, and now also Emifio, engage in a fierce seesaw battle against the mighty Zygarde, who was so overwhelmingly powerful, it's difficult to even near it. As the 4 fight on, they gradually start finding opportunities to close in on Zygarde, but looking at the preview, we can see everyone is going all out against Zygarde using terrestrialization. Gibeon is on a madness, and he is not holding back one bit. The animation in this episode looks sensational, and my goodness me, it's all popping off bro, I'm just so gassed. However, there's one big revelation that has now finally been confirmed, and that is that Liko's Floragato will be evolving into Meowscarada. The evolution segment looks like it's going to be a big one, and I'm so glad we're finally getting to see this. What more of a perfect occasion for it to unfold? Liko and Sprigatito have come a long way. They've both had so much development, and reflecting back on their journey in Pokémon Horizons, it shows that they're both great characters. I can't wait to see Floragato evolve into Meowscarada to solidify their bond and journey. Next week is going to be a big one for the Pokemon anime, so let's have a chat about Wagwan. With the reveal of this trailer promoting new information to be revealed next week, alongside the confirmation of Mega Evolution returning, viewers including myself are continuing to speculate on what the news could be. As we know, Pokémon Legends Z-A will be the game to coincide with this mechanic, and with the way the games and anime tend to cross-promote one another, this cycle once again continues. Episode 89 is said to be the final episode of the Rayquaza Rising arc, and at the time of this video, we don't know what will be coming next in the story. From my initial thoughts, I believe that a new arc solely focusing on Pokémon Legends Z-A could be revealed, hence the focus surrounding Mega Evolution. There is still a great deal of discussion and speculation focusing on who this character is said to be. Some think Roy, some think Ash Ketchum, and some also think it's a brand new character that will be introduced. I've seen some viewers believe that this individual could be another Rising Voltackler that is yet to be revealed. It's not a bad idea, because we've been given an indication that the Rising Voltacklers are a group of adventurers, and we've also seen previous members resurface in episodes such as Sadao. Plus on top of that, the Mega Bracelet shown in the new Mega Evolution trailer is almost if not identical to the one that the player character has in the game. So they're definitely cooking something there, rude boy. I'm not sure if this will either be focusing on Liko and the gang learning more about the mechanic, and just focusing on the game's concept, but it could be similar to what we had with the Pokémon Legends Arceus arc in Pokémon Journeys. Or it could be that we'll just get a new character revealed that will then cross-reference the anime and meet Liko with the others later, something similar to what happened with the Mega Evolution Act special episodes where we got introduced to Alan who then joined the main story. It could be that maybe the gang will travel to Kalos to learn more about Zygarde and the concept of Mega Evolution, depending on what the outcome of the battle against Gibeon is. The Rising Voltacklers have travelled to other regions after all, so if anything, Kalos could be the next region that is on the list to coincide with the potential arc concept. I'm not sure which Mega Evolution Pokemon would be suitable for each character, so maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section down below, and we can have a discussion about that next week. Maybe if Roy does get the Lucario, then I guess Liko could get Gardevoir to maybe relate to the newest TCG set. Doc could maybe get a Legends Z-A starter, or heck, maybe the gang will get a starter from the games, and then they'll either get a Mega Evolution or a new regional variant. Liko could get Tepig, Roy could get Totodile, and Doc could then get Chikorita. But we'll just have to wait and see. In regards to this new information, Anime Japan will be holding an event on the 22nd of March. The voice actors for the Horizons cast will be appearing, and a special guest reveal will be shown. I wonder if this is the individual that could be the one to coincide with the supposed character that is Mega Evolving the Lucario. Next, let's chat about the supposed idea of a time skip. With this battle weighing heavily on the narrative of the story, there could be two outcomes. It's either the gang will win and then pick up the pieces of the events that cause destruction and other calamities, or it could be they lose and then after some time has passed, they'll go back to take on Gibeon again. I'm still in two minds about these outcomes, because I would love to see a time skip, but I just wonder how it would work and follow suit with the current narrative. There is a lot of opportunity when it comes to this, and I'm sure the writers are going to execute it very well. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Finally, let's talk about Liko and Friede. This shot of Friede is still causing a lot of discussion, and I'm starting to think that maybe it could relate to this frame of Liko. Some believe that either character will sacrifice themselves, and to be honest, I can see how these pieces of the puzzle are starting to align. I think that Friede is going to get captured by the explorers, and Liko is going to be left shocked and upset, especially after the heavy enduring battle she and her friends just fought. I could be wrong, and maybe there'll be an even bigger plot twist with Friede actually turning evil or something else happens. But honestly, this one is truly a head scratcher, and I still don't bloody know what to think, but time will tell very soon. Fam, Pokémon Horizons right now is hella fire dark. The climax is slowly approaching, and the new reveals have continued to bring the hype factor. With new information set to come out next week on the 14th, there's bound to be a massive bombshell coming our way, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for this series and the Pokemon anime as a whole. It's also being confirmed that there will be a 1-week break on the 20th of March, with episode 89 being the final episode before this. Stay tuned for what is to come in the Pokemon Horizons anime, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave the video a like, and subscribe for more Pokemon Horizons coverage and Pokemon anime content.